even in Israel, there were Kabbalists that went to daven for the rain a few years ago, and they flew in planes. I learned this from Yom Tov Glazer. They flew in planes circling the sky over Israel, meditating on the names of God, and it started to rain. Woo! So much excitement! Oh my God! We're getting so close. You almost know everything about the whole Kabbalah. Okay, well, we are getting close. I feel like we've covered a lot already between Avraham and Kabbalah. Okay, so I just want to point out quickly, because again, we're just doing on one foot. We're understanding why through Parshat Lecha, when we're introduced to Avraham, who went through so much and just wanted a relationship with Hashem, that he became the original Kabbalist because he wanted that relationship to Hashem. He wanted Hashem's light to shine upon him. He wanted to receive all that Hashem had to give him. By the way, Avraham was loaded. Avraham wanted to receive God's light. Avraham was one of the richest men in all of history. Do you guys know that? What did we discuss last year? That he was so rich that they even minted a coin in his name. Yes. In the Mesopotamian world, the currency was Avraham and Sarah. Yeah, that's how loaded they were, right? It's all about the Benjamin, so you know who Benjamin Franklin is. In the time of Avraham and Sarah, they were so rich that the coinage was a picture of Avraham and Sarah. So, Avraham wants to receive God's light. He becomes the first Kabbalist because that's what Kabbalah is. It's the internality, it's the pnimius, it's spirituality, it's mysticism. What is the greatest spirituality and mysticism is Lecha, going into yourself to find that quiet place where you know that Hashem created the whole world just to be in relationship with you. Does that make sense? Some topics in Kabbalah. Yeah, question? How did Avraham become so rich? Amazing. What we skipped out on this week's Parsha is that when Avraham and Sarah, with all of their trials after the cave and the jail and the furnace and infertility, when they get to Israel, because God tells them just leave everything behind even though you're so rich. It's like telling someone on like Beverly Drive in Beverly Hills to leave their house and go to like Syria, you know? So just go. Why not? Just go. So after this, they finally get to the land of Egypt, and there's the greatest famine the world has ever... the land of Israel. They reach Israel, and it's the greatest famine the world has ever known. So they have to go down to Egypt to go get food. And when they get there, the Pharaoh goes to take Sarah to his harem, right, to rape her. And he gets afflicted with this skin disease that's so bad that he realizes that it has to do with him taking Sarah. And so when he realizes that God is punishing him, he says, get out of here, go, Avraham, leave, I don't want you. Take all of this money, take all of my riches, take all of my wealth, and get out of here, because he realized that it was divine. And by the way, this is when Avraham gets Hagar. Hagar was the daughter of Pharaoh that they went down to get famine money. And they were also rich because of his family was rich. But there's also other reasons why Avraham was rich, but that was just a tad. Okay.
And he was smart.
And he was smart, and he never complained, and he was vulnerable and real and authentic and brave and courageous and generous. Yeah. We got good genes, guys. What? Avraham complained? Avraham complained constantly? I wonder if it was a complaint or a question. It's a good question. I wonder, is that a complaint or a question? I don't know. It's a complaint? Okay, great. Well, we needed one machloket tonight.
Didn't he complain about destroying Sodom and Gomorrah?
So again, it's a question if this is complaints or questions. Okay, hold on. I want to re-zoom in and focus because I want to actually bring us to a close. So check this out. Some topics that are... Okay. Ooh, deep breath. Avraham, the first Kabbalist, the one who went above the stars to understand what was deeper inside, came down and with him brought in this Kabbalistic wisdom, teachings on the letters, the Hebrew letters. Each Hebrew letter is mystical and divine and a complete matrix of other Hebrew letters. In Kabbalah, we learn about reincarnation, Gilgulim. We've all been here many times. We learn about the idea of Mashiach, about meditation. We wouldn't have known about meditation if not for Kabbalah. We learn about the levels of the stole paradox. And essentially all of this, all of these deep, deep things are supposed to give us insights and ways to find ourselves. So what do we learn from this idea that Avraham was the first Kabbalist? What do we learn from these deep mystical teachings about how the world was created and how Hashem runs the world? So first of all, we learn to walk with God. If something happens to you in your day and it's awesome, are you thanking God? If it's not so awesome, are you saying, hey God, I know this is you, what's going on? We learned that we could do the impossible because Avraham had to count the stars. We learned that there are infinite depths to you and to everybody around you. We learned that in order to have health, spiritual and physical, we need a balance of our character traits like we saw in the tree of life, in the energetic spherot, the emanations. We learned that all of Kabbalah is about yichud, because remember, how is something born? It's the uniting of the circle and the line. It's all about bringing Hashem's masculine and feminine back into one. And finally, we learn that the essence, like David Sachs says, if you want to find God, even if you search for 72 years and you find him, he's likely going to tell you, go find yourself. In a loving way. In a loving way. My friend Razel, God bless you if you're on, posted something from Rav Pinson. Rav Pinson says, also in this parsha, like we said, Avraham and Sarah learned they will have a son, and Hashem says his name will be Yitzchak. What does Yitzchak mean? Laughter. So he says that the word schok is gematria 414. That's the numerological value which we learned from Kabbalah. The word schok, laughter, is 414, which is the same gematria as Or Ein Sof, the infinite light. How we began with just God. And Rav Pinson says that through holy laughter, through Yitzchak 414, which is surrender, which is gratitude, which is presence, which is joy, through holy laughter, a person can rise above the world of form, back into the Or Ein Sof, and perceive the light of the infinite one. So, on that note, tonight, I'm going to give us a bracha.
That was Sarah then.
Say what?
The laughter was Sarah.
Yes, but
The
yes,
possibility if she had it.
absolutely. And Yitzhak, and what's amazing, well, because it was they were learning about a relationship with Hashem. That was beyond. She was 90, he was 100.
It's impossible. There's a laugh.
And that is the point of the Jewish people. Impossible is nothing. And it's really the point of the whole world. But Reb Shlomo says, why are the Jewish people chosen? Because it's obnoxious and arrogant to say that. And he says, the Jewish people are chosen to let everybody know that they're chosen too. And that's why we have this legacy and this tradition that we're supposed to do the impossible, to go beyond, to feel special, to feel like the whole universe is created for you, because we're the emissaries of God's light, to let everybody know, not condescendingly, but honoring them, raising them like we raise our Kiddush cups, raising the whole world to understand this. That's the point. We're supposed to show everybody how special they are, how precious they are, how Hashem created this whole universe. He made space for us because he wanted a relationship. We're supposed to make space for other people, to make relationship, to bring the whole world back into this unity that is the Or Ein Sof. So, hi Hashem. Thank you that it's freezing, because they say that Eretz Yisrael and many positive merits are gained through Yisurim, challenges. So I think Hashem gave us this opportunity tonight to be freezing, because this way we really get to merit the Torah that we learned. Hashem, please, can you please bless us, just like Avraham Avinu, to have the self-worth and the self-value and the self-confidence to know that we're worth a relationship with you. Hashem, please help us be shining lights unto the world that are ready to jump into the fire knowing we're going to be okay. Hashem, help us. Thank you so much for taking the hard situations in our lives and elevating them and bringing everyone closer to you through that, Hashem. Thank you for acknowledging that when you send us on life journeys, when you say to us, Lecha, and we have no idea where we're going, that we're going to go with our head up with a positive vibe. Thank you, Hashem, for just one man in search of God becomes the father of all of the internal knowledge that we have today that makes Judaism so juicy and so beautiful and so full of internal spiritual meaning. And may Hashem bless us that Avraham Avinu and I think Erez went to put his kids to sleep. But Erez's Ima and all of our ancestors that have passed and Moshe Leged Shabbos are looking at us now and they're going, oh my God, there's a group of humans in LA that want to gather and talk about receiving the light of God and believing that the more they believe they can receive it, the more they can receive it. Wow, they should have such nachas, such pride from seeing us sit here tonight. And I'm going to end on that note. And I just want to thank Rami so much. And I want to thank you guys for coming out so much. And Facebook, thank you. And I'm sorry about the glitch. And Leila, do you want to conclude the shir with me with a little Avraham Avinu?
Let's do it.
So in celebration of Avraham Avinu, the first Kabbalist, and our little dive into Kabbalah 101, there's a famous song. Has anyone ever heard it? About Avraham Avinu. And Leila recorded it as her first song on our CD. But actually before Leila and I, okay, wait, the shir ended. Wow! Before that, I have 3 really fun opportunities for everybody. One, in honor of Soup Night, Rami, Rami sells soups. So she has beautiful, gorgeous, healthy, delicious soups for Shabbos. If anyone wants to buy soup, Rami's the most fantastic cook out of all my friends. Sorry, other friends. 2, we have merch of Mikey's stuff. Really super cool, great spirit shirts and albums. And if you want Mikey's music, he has this little chip. You just walk over to him and he like zips your phone or whatever. So you could get all his info. Erez's books, The Light of the Infinite, are behind you if anyone wants that. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Thank you guys for coming out. After this year, we turn off Facebook, and sometimes we get together and chill again and hang out. There's also drinks in the back if anyone didn't get. Thank you guys so much for coming. Leila, you ready to do some Avraham Avinu for the people?
And thank you, Nili.
Oh! All right.
For sharing with us.
Yeah. Wait, guys, is it just me, or was like everybody like super quiet this time? Because I'm still trying to deal with my inner experience here.
We're just taking all the energy in.
Oh, goodness.
It was.
Oh, goodness.
It was really good.
Okay. So we want not to perform. We want for you to join us with lies, with woo-woo-woos. This is a very famous song about Avraham Avinu. If anyone wants lyrics, they're here. I'm gonna let you lead and I'm gonna follow you. Yeah.
Okay. I kind of just.
This is
very
like,
quickly
oh,
looked
the shir's
over.
over. We
Yeah.
can now clap our hands and sing and dance together. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I want you in the camera, not me.
Oh. Okay.
English, right?
No, it's actually in Ladino, I believe.
Or Ladino?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Should we start with lies? What's your
Yeah,
key? You start a key. Guys, remember we're clapping? Okay, try this. Here we go. Okay, we're going to full lies and everyone's standing and dancing. Here we go. A little higher. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming again. And yeah, all right, let's get this party finished.